Today I'm going to share with you 30 activities that our family enjoys over the course of the holiday season. Now, we don't do all of these activities every year. I think that one of the things that is really important is not stressing out about trying to do everything every year. But we pick and choose our favorites, and we pick and choose what's going to fit into our schedule. Here are 30 activities that our family of 7 enjoys over the holiday season. The first one is gingerbread houses. Gingerbread houses have the potential for disaster. So I think that this year what I am going to do is I'm actually going to construct them beforehand so that they are put together and dried. I am not going to do a kit this year because every kit we've tried has just been a disaster and hasn't worked very well, and they never look like the boxes. I am going to go back to when I was a kid. I remember there was a recipe that my 3rd grade teacher used that was like cement frosting. I am going to try to see if I can find something like that. I'm going to experiment. I'm going to make the base of the house and then give the kids frosting and candy and let them decorate it, because no one had much luck actually putting the houses together. And with little kids, I think at least in our house, it's better for them just to decorate the houses and then have fun eating them than actually going through the stress of constructing the gingerbread house. There's a twist on this that I also kind of want to try to do this year, and that is ginger brunch houses. I had never heard of those before this year, and that is making basically gingerbread houses out of waffles and then decorating them however you want, with fruit or with some candy, with whipped cream. I definitely want to try that and see if I can make some little simple houses with waffles and serve that as a surprise breakfast one morning right around Christmas time. Number 2 is an old favorite, which is singing Christmas carols. No one around here really has a great singing voice, but we will sing merrily and happily and completely off tune and have a blast. I am big into Christmas music, and so Christmas music will be playing a lot around here in the near future. Number 3 is a Christmas movie marathon. One of the cold and snowy afternoons that we're pretty much guaranteed to have since we live here in Michigan. I want to have a movie marathon with popcorn and our favorite Christmas movies. Usually we end up watching TV down in the playroom in the basement, which is also actually Tessie, our 3-year-old's room. And whether it's Miracle on 34th Street or It's a Wonderful Life or Elf or something like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, I am excited for us to all pick out movies this year that we want to watch and just spend a cozy afternoon snuggled up watching movies and relaxing together as a family. And of course, eating popcorn. The next one is one of my favorites. Number 4 is finding the perfect Christmas tree. And it really doesn't have to be the perfect Christmas tree. For me, it's just going out. We go out to a Christmas tree farm that is not too far from our house, and they actually have these big draft horse pulled wagons that takes you out, and they have the different types of trees in different sections, and you go all around the property and they drop you off, and then another wagon with different horses comes and picks you up when you found your tree and chopped it down. And that is absolutely one of my very favorite Christmas traditions that our family started last year. Before that, we were going out to a lot, or we went to a different farm, but going to the place that has the draft horses, I think definitely has made it really memorable for the kids. And once you got the tree, decorating the tree as a family is another big one. I am really interested to see how that's going to go this year, because Tessie, our 3-year-old, is really into decorating things a certain way and in everything looking just so. So I think it's going to be really interesting decorating the tree with her this year. Sadie has requested this one for this year. We didn't get to do it last year, and actually we haven't done it in a few years, but we used to do this one when she was little, and she's asked to reinstate the tradition of going ice skating at least once this year. And so I've promised her that I am going to make ice skating happen this year. And with our 5 kids, it should definitely be an adventure. A simple one is making Christmas cookies. And so making Christmas cookies, making some gingerbread cookies is definitely on the list of things that I want to do this year together. Number 8 is pictures with Santa. We go to a sensory friendly time at the mall early one Sunday morning where there's a little bit of extra time because 3 of our girls are on the autism spectrum, and it just gives all of our kids a little bit of extra time with Santa to get their pictures taken. And we've done that for the last 3 years, and it has worked out really well for us. The next one is writing Christmas letters to Santa, and along with that we'll be also sending Christmas letters to Santa. I love how just about every town around us has a mailbox to send letters to Santa, and last year we went up next to the county courthouse where they have a gigantic mailbox, and all of the kids dropped their letters in, and it was a really fun morning after we'd all spent the night before writing our letters together. So that is a cool tradition that we will definitely be maintaining this year. Number 10 is seeing the Nutcracker. I don't know if we are going to get to do this one this year. That is one that we have done several years. It depends on whether or not I'm able to get tickets and whether or not it's going to fit into our schedule. But taking the kids to see the Nutcracker is always such a magical experience. Number 11 is opening a present on Christmas Eve, or in our case, we are going to be doing a Christmas Eve box this year that has little treats in it. It might have some hot chocolate in it or popcorn. It just really depends on how I put it together this year, and I've already got the box picked up. I found this big treasure box, Christmas treasure box at Hobby Lobby that was half off, and so I've got the box, and I promised the kids that we're going to do a little treasure hunt for it on Christmas Eve. So that is kind of a fun little activity that we are planning on doing this year for the very first time. A simple item that's on our to-do list is to play in the snow, make a snowman, make a snow angel, that sort of thing. It should definitely snow again by then. We already had a white Halloween. I'm hoping that that means that we will have a good shot at a white Christmas too. And so hopefully in the days leading up to Christmas, we will have a lot of chances to play in the snow. The next item on our list is to make cookies for Santa and leave them out, and to leave a treat for his reindeer. Number 14 is that we take a drive looking at all the Christmas lights at least once, and for us that actually has turned into a bigger thing where we go to the Michigan Speedway and we drive and look at all the lights there, which is pretty spectacular and is something I'm already looking forward to doing this year. Next up, number 15 is a hot cocoa party. I think last year I called this a hot cocoa bar. We got a bunch of different treats from Dollar Tree, everything from peppermint strain sticks to marshmallows to hot cocoa, and we got our special little mugs that are right here behind me, and basically just have a hot cocoa party one day after school. And that is definitely one that I'm going to be trying to surprise the kids with sometime before they get out of school. Number 16 is to make ornaments together, whether those are the special scented cinnamon ornaments that I made when I was little, or whether those are the clear bulb ornaments that they have at Hobby Lobby or at Dollar Tree even, or picture ornaments like the kind that kids make at school. This year I have so many ideas for ornaments, and it's just going to be a matter of sorting out which ornaments to make to hang on the tree. Our next tradition is one that I hadn't actually heard about until we moved to the Midwest. I'm not sure where this tradition actually comes from, but it is getting the little peppermints that are a little bit melty. I don't know how to describe them. They're like short peppermint sticks. We got ours at Dollar Tree last year, and we stick them in lemons and suck up the lemon juice through the peppermint stick. That definitely wasn't something that all the little kids could do, but I could do it, Sadie could do it, and it was really, really good. Next up is wearing Christmas pajamas. I'm not sure if they're all going to be matching Christmas pajamas. I do always have a vision of all of us getting a successful family picture in either matching Christmas sweaters or matching Christmas pajamas. That never really works out for our family. Family pictures tend to be a little bit disastrous for us, but I know we can at least all get Christmas pajamas. At least all of the kids get into Christmas pajamas, and that's always just such a fun and joyful time. So getting Christmas pajamas for everyone is always at the top of my list at the beginning of the Christmas season. Going sledding is another one, and our house is actually on the top of a hill, and so the kids will definitely be making multiple sled runs all season long down through the backyard to the bottom of basically the fence. And the big thing is just making sure the sled run stops before they get to the fence. Reading Christmas stories is another big one. And in the past I tried the whole book thing where we would wrap up the books and open a book every day, but honestly, it works better for us just to have a ton of Christmas books all over the place to read so that we can grab one whenever there is a chance to snuggle up with a story and read it. The next is to do something like Stuff the Bus or Adopt a Christmas Family. I remember as a little kid how special that experience was, and now as a parent that's a really special experience too. Next up is find a local Christmas festival to attend. And usually there are several of these, and even winter festivals. There's one near us that is like an old-fashioned pioneer winter sort of festival where they show how things were in the pioneer days. We went to that one. There's just so many different festivals in the winter that can be really, really fun to go and experience. And so I always try to look around for the ones that I think will be the best fit for our family and to take our family to go to those. Making sure they're a good fit is always high on the list though. The next two are kind of combined, but the first one is to take a family photo together. That is always high on my list. I like ones with ugly Christmas sweaters. I just need to get Paul on board. And the next one is to take photos with kids playing out in the snow, or to even get a family photo in the snow. I have varying levels of success. Lots of success with photos of kids playing in the snow, less success with family photos in the snow. But I'm always optimistic at the beginning of the season. 25 is a huge family favorite, and that is reindeer visits. There are, at least in our area, just about every library has reindeers that come so that the kids can go to the library and visit with the reindeer for one afternoon during the holiday season, usually before school gets out. And that is something that is so special for our entire family to go to. And so that is really high on my to-do list as well. Next one that is just a fun one that you can do some cold afternoon is making a popcorn garland and also eating lots of popcorn together. The kids here are big popcorn eaters, so a lot of these involve popcorn. Another big favorite around here are those chocolate advent calendars. I think we got a bunch of them for $1 a couple of years ago. I know that there are so many different fancy, expensive advent calendars, but honestly, little chocolate ones are always a huge hit around here. So I always make sure to grab 5 of those for the kids so that we can do those each year. 28 is sending Christmas cards. I used to be so good about this when Sadie was little, and when we were first married, I sent Christmas cards every single year. I sent them out the day after Thanksgiving. I was on top of it. As the kids have gotten older, I have bought Christmas cards and not sent them out. So I'm not sure if I will actually be successful in Christmas cards. I always start out very optimistic and then the dream slowly slips away. Next is St. Nicholas Day. St. Nicholas Day is a tradition that our family really loves, and that is on the 6th that the kids put their shoes out the night before and they wake up to little gold chocolates, sometimes other little presents. Sometimes it's mostly chocolates and candies. It really depends on the year and how organized mom has been and whether or not I've remembered that the day was coming up. Usually I'm pretty good at getting at least the gold chocolates. We usually get ours at Aldi for like $1, but they also have them, sometimes we get them at Dollar Tree too. Those are usually the 2 best deals I can find for the gold chocolate coins. And lastly, this year, this is Sadie's idea, and she is insisting that she is going to put on a Christmas play. She has assigned everyone roles. What role are you, Patrick?
A god.
You're a guard?
I'm the dad of Jesus.
Oh, you're Joseph.
Yeah.
I had a feeling she would have you be Joseph since you're the biggest boy.
And Sadie's Mary.
And Sadie's Mary, and Tessie has to be baby Jesus, and Gabriel, and I don't even know. So Sadie is putting up on a Christmas pageant this year, and it ought to be interesting. That is my Christmas list of activities, Christmas bucket list, whatever you want to call it. I feel a little weird calling it a bucket list, but that's what I usually see them called now on Pinterest. Those are my favorite Christmas activities, I guess. And that is it for today. If you like this video, we'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in all things autism, which is what we usually talk about around here, we'd love it if you'd hit subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.